Hello and welcome back to the Football Rundown. We're talking about Stockport County today, of course, and we have some transfer news to talk about for the first time this summer for Stockport County, where it's a trialist who was apparently involved in the game on Tuesday night against Brentford B-side. More on that in a second, but before we get into that, we can't ignore the ridiculous rumour that's been going around on Twitter over the last 24 hours around Stockport County, which the rumour goes that Ross Barkley, yep, that's it, Ross Barkley, who played for England, currently plays in the Premier League for Luton Town. Apparently, he's going to be on his way to Edgeley Park this summer. I've been asked about it in a comment yesterday, and I've seen it on Twitter. And I thought, well, let's just mention it because it is a bit of a joke. The idea that, as I say, Stockport County are going to be in League One next season, are going to bring in a player that's played for England many, many times, over 30 appearances, I think, for England, has hopes to do so again as well with the performances he's put in this season at Luton Town, who probably are going to be relegated from the Premier League, but they've given it a fair good go themselves. And I think Ross Barkley's had a brilliant season from an individual point of view. So the idea that he's going to drop down to League One next season and sign for Stockport County, I think, is very much wide of the mark. But look, I mean, let's get carried away for a second, I suppose. I think that's basically the idea from fans. We've had a brilliant season. We're going to have a brilliant end to the season, hopefully, with a win tomorrow. And let's just get a little bit giddy. Let's just think about the most ridiculous name that we can throw in there that's going to sign for County this summer. And look, it's worked. Obviously, the idea of it for a split second was a bit like, well, just imagine if we brought in a player that quality. But, I suppose last summer we brought in a player, not necessarily Ross Barkley's quality, but, a player of a very high quality, Nick Powell, and that was a free transfer, and, we managed to pull that kind of deal off. So who knows what County can do in the window this summer. I do think we'll see possibly a marquee type signing coming, a big name signing, but it's not really about the big name signing, but I'm sure we will have a big name signing, relatively. I don't think it'll be Ross Barkley though. Apologies to those people who were having any genuine hope that it would happen. I can't see this happening, to be honest. And if I was to give it a score rating out of 10 at the moment, I quite confidently say 1 out of 10, in fact 0 out of 10, but I'll go with 1 out of 10 just to entertain it a slight bit. But yeah, I can't see Ross Barkley coming to Stockport County, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, like I say, I think we will strengthen in the summer. I think we're bringing some brilliant players, hopefully, but I don't think Ross Barkley will be one of them. Like I say, I couldn't talk about Stockport County transfer news without, acknowledging that rumour that's been going around on Twitter over the last 24 hours. But let's get into something that's real with Stockport County now, and actually it's come from the Real EFL News on Twitter. That's where I found the article, and it talks about a player that was a trialist for Stockport County against Brentford B-side on Tuesday night, and a game which finished 3-3 between the two sides. This player was the player to score all 3 goals for Stockport County on the night, and I'm going to have to correct me if I'm wrong. Give me a bit of patience on this. Tawanda Maswanhais, or Maswanhais, I think we're going to go with. That's the name of the player. He's a Leicester City player at the moment. Let's read a little bit of the article to give a little bit of context, a little bit of an idea of what this player is all about. Stockport County are keen on Leicester City winger Tawanda Maswanhais, after including him as a trialist in a recent B-team game. A constant threat for the Foxes Academy, Maswanhais has proved his quality. Whilst potent at youth level, the Zimbabwean international is keen to explore senior football. His chances at the Midlands-based side have been limited, with just 1 appearance off the bench in his tenure at the club. The forward came off the bench in a 3-2 win away to Millwall in the FA Cup in January. A reason for his lack of opportunities is the Leicester's depth in attacking positions. The likes of Jamie Vardy, Patson Dakar and Kelechi Iheanacho have all been ahead of him. Adding to this, Enzo Maresca signed young striker Tom Cannon, meaning Maswanhais was never likely to get a chance. I mean, I'm just going over a little bit of the article, to be honest, so you can read it at the Real EFL. I'm sure I'll put the link in the description below as well if you want to read the full article on it. But basically, it goes along the lines of saying this is a player that is 21 years of age. He's a winger. He's an attacking-minded player. He's finding game time limited at Leicester City at the moment. Obviously, got some brilliant players, as they've just said there. And obviously, County fans would have seen some of them players on full display at Edgeley Park, a season ago when they faced us at Edgeley Park in the League Cup. So obviously, this player, his contract's running low. He's been a trialist for Stockport County on Tuesday night, where he did score a hat-trick for the Hatters, and some people are speculating that may well be a free signing that Stockport County may look to do this summer. And I just want to get people's thoughts on it. For me personally, Struggling to get game time at Leicester, who are currently in the Championship. Stockport County are just going to be just a division below that next season. We have to remind ourselves: is this the kind of player that Stockport County should be looking at? I didn't go to the game, to be honest, so maybe if someone saw him play on Tuesday night, you can enlighten me on this. On this type of player, is it the kind of player? Did you see anything in his performance? Obviously, the 3 goals, would have helped. But what did you rate of it? Of his performance? Do you think this is a player that could work in the Stockport County team going forward next season? Because for me, I think we're quite crowded in attacking areas. I think we are looking to move players on potentially in that area. But I think that if we are going to bring in a player in that position, it has to be a player that's well proven in League One, or certainly has the potential to score goals in League One. And I suppose the question is, to anyone who has seen him before, do you see a player in him that is capable of scoring goals in League One consistently? The way I see it, we're going to go into next season, hopefully with Paddy Madden, hopefully Tanto Alafi, possibly with Lou Barry coming back in on loan, possibly with Rico Richards making a return alongside Barry as well on loan to next season, and potentially Kyle Wootton may well stay on, despite me thinking that he may well move on. So we're quite crowded in them attacking areas, and like I say, if we are to bring in a player, it's got to be a player that I think is capable of offering something. We can't just have players. We can't just be carrying players. For example, last summer we signed Billy Chadwick. Didn't really get a look in. Went out on loan. Sold him in January. So felt like a bit of a pointless signing from a Stockport County fan point of view. I'm just interested to get people's thoughts on this kind of signing. It looks like there's a fair bit in this deal because he's been a trialist already. So I'm sure we're in conversation with him. The fact he scored a hat trick, people at Stockport County will took notice of that. So I definitely think there's something in it. I think it's something to keep an eye on. I wouldn't be entirely shocked if we offered him a contract. It may well be there's a contract on the table to him and potentially goes out on loan to a National League 2 side next season. But I can't see this being a player that comes in in the summer and plays a big part in our League One campaign next season. But I could be proven wrong on that. There's a good chance he doesn't necessarily even sign. So we'll just have to wait and see, keep an eye on it. But it is our first bit of Stockport County transfer news, real transfer news of the summer. So I just thought I'd deliver this news to you if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, like I said, I want to get everyone's thoughts on it. The guy from Leicester, struggling to pronounce his name, to be honest. But yeah, get the thought. I want to get your thoughts on him. Not really the sign of Ross Barkley, because I think it's just absolute fantasy. But just let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Stockport County's transfer business in the summer. With this first bit of news that has come in, I'm sure there'll be a lot more noise over the next few weeks as well. So as I say, if you want to find out any transfer news going on with Stockport County over the summer, this is probably going to be the channel to be, where I'm going to try and keep you updated and keep you in the loop as much as possible. But like I say, get your thoughts in the comment section below on this. Don't forget to like the video as well. Subscribe if you are new as well. And of course, we do have that game against Wrexham tomorrow afternoon as well, which I'm very much looking forward to. So like I say, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.